Hey everyone, welcome back to Curiosity Crazy. Now buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into a topic that's about as cheery as a root canal on your birthday. The top 5 deadliest drugs in the world. Look, I get it. Deadliest drugs sounds like we're about to have a casual chat about which houseplant is most likely to steal your soul, but this is serious stuff. We're talking about substances that can take you out quicker than a poorly timed joke at a family reunion. Now, before you click away faster than a politician fleeing a follow-up question, hear me out. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about arming you, dear viewers, with the knowledge you need to stay safe and maybe, just maybe, help someone else do the same. Because let's be honest, the world can be a scary enough place as it is without adding a fentanyl-laced cherry on top. So consider this your public service announcement, your friendly neighborhood PSA, delivered with a slightly more sardonic tone than usual. We're going to break down these substances one by one because knowledge is power and ignorance, well, ignorance can be deadly. Let's get started. First up on our hit parade of misery is heroin. Now, heroin, as you may or may not know, is derived from morphine, which itself is derived from the opium poppy. It's like the botanical equivalent of twice-removed cousins, except instead of awkward family reunions, you get highly addictive opioid use and a significantly increased risk of death. You see, heroin is famous for its euphoric effects. It's like a warm hug from a cloud, or so I'm told. But that hug can quickly turn into a chokehold because heroin's MO is respiratory depression. In layman's terms, it slows your breathing down, way down, sometimes to the point where your lungs just say, you know what, I'm out. And by out, I mean you're out of luck, because you're dead. The CDC, those tireless chroniclers of our demise, reported that heroin was involved in nearly 14,000 deaths in the United States in 2019 alone. That's like the entire population of a small town deciding to take a permanent nap, all thanks to this one little drug. And if death by suffocation isn't your jam, well, heroin has a whole buffet of other delightful side effects to offer. We've got collapsed veins because apparently heroin likes to party harder than your vascular system can handle. We've got liver disease because your liver deserves a medal for putting up with your shenanigans, not a lifetime supply of toxins. And let's not forget the infectious diseases like HIV and hepatitis C, which are basically the party favors no one wants but everyone seems to end up with. So yeah, heroin, not exactly the life of the party. It's more like the Grim Reaper showing up in a trench coat offering you a one-way ticket to oblivion. And trust me, you do not want to be on that guest list. Next up on our tour of substances that are best avoided like a plague-ridden rat is fentanyl. Now, if heroin is the creepy uncle at the family reunion, fentanyl is the quiet kid in the corner who also happens to be a black belt in karate and carrying a concealed weapon. In other words, it's dangerous, unpredictable, and far more potent than its unassuming demeanor might suggest. We're talking 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine, which itself is no slouch in the messing you up department. Fentanyl was originally developed for pain management in cancer patients because apparently even in medicine sometimes you need to bring out the big guns. But as with many things in life, fentanyl's potential for good was quickly overshadowed by its potential for abuse. See, even a tiny amount of this stuff can send you on a one-way trip to the pearly gates. It's like playing Russian roulette with a fully loaded revolver, except instead of a bullet, it's a microscopic dose of synthetic opioid that can stop your heart faster than a bad punchline. And here's the kicker. Fentanyl is often mixed with other drugs because apparently some dealers subscribe to the go big or go home school of pharmacology. This means that unsuspecting users can end up with a dose of fentanyl that's about as welcome as a skunk at a picnic. In 2019, synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, were responsible for nearly 73% of all opioid-related deaths in the US. That's like the Grim Reaper outsourcing his job to a more efficient synthetic alternative. So, yeah, fentanyl, not exactly the kind of drug you want to stumble upon at a party or anywhere else for that matter. It's a silent killer lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike with the precision of a surgical instrument and the subtlety of a sledgehammer. Stay vigilant, my friends, and stay informed. Chapter 3. Cocaine, the heart-stopping stimulant. Moving on from opioids, we arrive at cocaine, the stimulant fueling all-nighters and bad decisions for decades. Cocaine is made from the coca leaf, hailing from South America. It's like that friend who's always up for a good time but leaves a mess. Cocaine increases dopamine in the brain, the reward chemical. It's what makes you feel good when you eat a cookie or achieve something big. But there's a catch. Cocaine's high comes with risks like heart attack, stroke, and respiratory failure. It's like a friend who brings champagne but then sets your house on fire. Chronic use can turn your cardiovascular system into a ticking time bomb. And it's often mixed with other substances, adding gasoline to an already dangerous fire. Cocaine fun in small doses, lethal in larger ones. Chapter 4, Methamphetamine, the brain-frying drug. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to delve into the world of methamphetamine, also known as meth crank, ice, or, if you're feeling particularly creative, blue sky. Now, meth is a stimulant that's about as subtle as a brick to the face. It affects the central nervous system, and by affect, I mean it takes it hostage, puts it in a headlock, and makes it watch reruns of reality TV shows until it cries for mercy. Meth is highly addictive, and I'm not talking about the I could really go for another slice of pizza kind of addictive. I'm talking about the I just sold my car for a bag of Funyuns and a chance to feel something other than the crushing weight of my own existence kind of addictive. And if the addiction itself wasn't bad enough, let's talk about the side effects, shall we? Meth use can turn your pearly whites into something resembling the aftermath of a sugar-crazed toddler's birthday party. It can give you skin sores that would make a dermatologist faint and make you lose so much weight that you start to resemble a walking, talking X-ray. But wait, there's more. Chronic meth use is like a demolition derby for your brain. It can cause memory loss, cognitive decline, emotional issues, and basically turn your once functioning grey matter into something resembling a bowl of lukewarm oatmeal. And if you're thinking, well, at least I won't die from it, I've got some bad news. Overdose can cause heart attack, stroke, multiple organ failure, and a whole host of other unpleasant ways to exit this mortal coil. So yeah, meth not exactly the kind of drug you want to dabble in, unless your idea of a good time is watching your life crumble around you while your teeth fall out and your brain melts into a puddle of regret. Chapter 5. Alcohol, the socially acceptable killer. And last, but certainly not least, we arrive at the guest of dishonor, the elephant in the room. The substance that's so ubiquitous, so ingrained in our culture, that we often forget just how dangerous it can be. Alcohol. Yes, I'm talking about the same alcohol that's used to toast birthdays, celebrate weddings, and drown the sorrows of a Monday morning. Alcohol is the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing, the friend who shows up with a bottle of wine and a smile, but secretly wants to wreck your liver, your relationships, and your ability to make sound decisions. Now, I'm not here to be a teetotaler and tell you to swear off the source entirely, but I'm here to remind you that alcohol, for all its social acceptability, is a drug. And like any drug, it can be abused, it can be addictive, and it can be deadly. Excessive drinking is like slowly poisoning yourself with a substance that's readily available at your local grocery store. It can lead to liver disease, cardiovascular problems, a higher risk of cancer, and a whole host of other health issues that would make your doctor shake their head and mutter something about preventable causes. But it's not just the long-term effects that are worrisome. Acute alcohol poisoning is a very real and very dangerous thing. It's like playing a game of Russian roulette with your blood alcohol content, and the only prize is a trip to the emergency room, or worse, the morgue. According to the World Health Organization, alcohol is responsible for more than 3 million deaths annually worldwide. That's like the entire population of a small country deciding to participate in a mass extinction event, fueled by nothing more than fermented grapes and a healthy dose of poor judgment. Outro, stay informed, stay safe. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 deadliest drugs in the world, a veritable rogues gallery of substances that can ruin your life and end it faster than you can say just one more. But this isn't about scaring you, it's about empowering you. These substances highlight the importance of education and awareness when it comes to drug use. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please seek help immediately. There are many resources available, and recovery is possible. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe for more important content. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.